as well as mine. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to hurry and update this spreadsheet, which is just my budget and some other things that I track. It shouldn't take too long. And then one other spreadsheet we're going to update. It won't take as long as it normally does, don't worry about that. But don't worry, while I'm doing that, there will be something less boring. However, first, I'm going to have a YouTube video going about right here for you. But there's one thing to mention. I think the music I'm using, like the music I used last time, the last two streams, they have too many DMCA songs in them, and that caused my last stream to get taken off YouTube. It still appears to be on songs in them, and that on Kick and Twitch, as you can see. So go there to watch it. It was very epic. However, because of it getting taken off YouTube, I've found a new playlist that supposedly is DMCA free. I've never used this playlist. Thank you to Adam Zaidlar. But yeah, if it does get taken down for that, then it's his fault, and let's see how it works. I'm also going to have a YouTube video going, so I will get that going, because that YouTube video will be for you guys to watch while I do some spreadsheets real quick. But then after that, we will play games. Do not worry, we will play games. So
right now,
let's do this. Let's have Spotify so you can see what song's going on. And then I'll probably pause the music during That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Let's do something like this potentially. How does that look? You like it? Is that decent? Okay. So yeah, let's get rid of the music for a minute. And yeah, I'm gonna have this going while I do this budget for just a minute. I'll still talk. Don't worry.
Some nation states and right now, some nation states and individual actors are intercepting and storing lots of encrypted data, like passwords, bank details, and social security numbers. But they can't open these files, so why are they doing it? Well, because they believe that within the next 10 to 20 years, they will have access to a quantum computer that can break the encryption in minutes. This procedure is known as Store Now, Decrypt Later, or SNDL, and it works because there is information around today that will still be valuable in a decade, things like industrial and pharmaceutical research and top-secret government intelligence. And everyone is aware of this threat. The National Security Administration says that a sufficiently large quantum computer, if built, would be capable of undermining all widely deployed public key algorithms.
In a 5 to 10 year time frame, quantum computing will break encryption as we know it today.
Even though sufficiently powerful quantum computers are still years away, they're already a threat because of Store Now, Decrypt Later, which is why the US Congress just passed legislation mandating all agencies start transitioning right now to new methods of cryptography that can't be broken by quantum computers. You know, our current encryption schemes have been remarkably successful, working effectively for over 40 years. Up until the 1970s, if you wanted to exchange private information with someone, you would first have to meet up in person and share a secret key. This same key would be used to encrypt and decrypt messages, so it's known as a symmetric key algorithm. As long as no one else gets their hands on the key, your messages are safe. But now, what if you want to send information to someone you've never met, and it's too hard to arrange an in-person meeting? You can't share a key over an unsecure channel like a phone line or the mail because it could be intercepted. And this is what in 1977 led three scientists, Revest, Shamir, and Adelman, to come up with an encryption breakthrough. Today it's known by their initials, RSA. And it works something like this. Every person has two really big prime numbers, all their own, which they keep secret. They multiply these numbers together to get an even bigger number, which they make public for everyone to see. Now, if I want to send someone a private message, I use their big public number to garble my message, and I garble it in such a way that it is impossible to ungarble without knowing the two prime factors that made that number. This is an asymmetric key system, since different keys are used to encrypt and decrypt the message. So it's easy for my intended recipient to decode, but impossible for everyone else unless they can factor that large public number. Now, someone could try to factor it using a supercomputer and the best-known factoring algorithm, the general number field sieve, but modern cryptography uses prime numbers that are around 313 digits long. Factoring a product of two primes this big, even with a supercomputer, would take around 16 million years. But
Okay, so normally when I do this budget, just to address it real quick so there isn't confusion, normally what would happen is I would have every single transaction, as you can see, and it would move from month to month, and so you can see every cent that was spent. However, what I'm going to do this time for this month is a budget reset, which is very rare. I've only done this like 2 or 3 times since 2017, I believe. Yeah, you go back to 2017. I've only done this maybe 5 times on a monthly budget, but yeah, resets are very cringe. They're very stupid. They normally only have to happen if you just like don't update it for a long time and you're too lazy to actually go back through every transaction. I shouldn't do it. It's not a very tight way to track it, but just for the sake of speed and the way I'm updating it this time, it is what it is, man. That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
But not on a quantum computer. See, in normal computers, a bit can only be in one state at a time, either a 0 or a 1. So if you had 2 bits, they could be in one of 4 possible states: 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, or 1, 1. Let's say each of these states represents a number: 0, 1, 2, or 3. If we want to do a calculation, for example, raising 7 to the power of one of these numbers, we can only do it for one state at a time. In this case, 7 squared, and so we get the answer 49. Quantum computers consist of qubits, which also have 2 states, 0 or 1. But unlike a classical bit, a qubit doesn't have to be in just one state at a time. It can be in an arbitrary combination of those states, a superposition, if you will, of 0 and 1. So if you have 2 qubits, they can exist simultaneously in a superposition of 0, 1, 2, and 3. Now, when we repeat the same calculation, it will actually perform the calculation for all of those numbers at the same time. And what we're left with is a superposition of the different answers: 1, 7, 49, and 343. If we add another qubit, we double the number of possible states. So with 3 qubits, we can represent 8 states, and thus perform 8 calculations all at once. Increase that number to just 20 qubits, and you can already represent over 1 million different states, meaning you can simultaneously compute over 1 million different answers. With 300 qubits, you can represent more states than there are particles in the observable universe. This sounds incredibly powerful, and it is, but there is one very big catch. All of the answers to the computation are embedded in a superposition of states. But you can't simply read out this superposition. When you make a measurement, you only get a single value from the superposition, basically at random, and all the other information is lost. So, in order to harness the power of a quantum computer, you need a smart way to convert a superposition of states into one that contains only the information you want. This is an incredibly difficult task, which is why for most applications, quantum computers are useless. So far, we've only identified a few problems where we can actually do this. But as luck would have it, these are precisely the problems that form the foundation of nearly all the public key cryptography we use today. In 1994, Peter Shor and Don Coppersmith figured out how to take a quantum Fourier transform. It works just like a normal Fourier transform. Apply it to some periodic signal, and it returns the frequencies that are in that signal. Now, this may not seem particularly interesting, but consider this. if we have a superposition of states that is periodic, that is, the terms in the superposition are separated by some regular amount, well, we can apply the quantum Fourier transform and we'll be left with states that contain the frequency of the signal. So this we can measure. The quantum Fourier transform allows us to extract frequency information from a periodic superposition, and that is going to come in handy. So how does a quantum computer factor the product of two primes much faster than a conventional computer? I want to explain this by first walking through a simple example with no quantum computer required, and then I'll show how a quantum computer could execute this method even for a very large number in a short period of time. So let's say we have a number n, which is the product of two primes, p and q. For the sake of this example, let's set n equal to 77. Now, I bet you can guess the prime factors, but let's pretend for the moment that we don't know them, because with a product of really big primes, we wouldn't. Now I want to use a fact about numbers that feels like magic. Pick a number g that doesn't share any factors with n. If you multiply g by itself over and over and over, you will always, eventually, reach a multiple of n plus 1. In other words, you can always find some exponent r such that g to the power of r is a multiple of n plus 1. Let's see how this works. Pick any number that is smaller than 77. I'll pick the number 8. This number doesn't share factors with 77, and if you were doing this with big primes, it would also be extremely unlikely that you just happen to pick a number that shares factors with n. Now, multiply 8 by itself once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and so on, raising 8 to ever higher powers, and then divide each of these numbers by 77. We're not really interested in how many times 77 goes into the number, just the remainder, what's left over. Because at some point, 77 should divide one of these numbers with a remainder of exactly 1. So 8 divided by 77 is 0 with a remainder of 8. 64 divided by 77 is 0, remainder 64. 512 divided by 77 is 6, remainder 50. And as we keep going, we get remainders of 15, 43, 36, 57, 71, 29, and finally, 1. So there we have it. 8 to the power of 10 is 1 more than a multiple of 77. So we've found the exponent r that satisfies this equation. But how does this help find the factors of n? Well, we rearrange the equation to bring 1 over to the left-hand side, and then we can split it into 2 terms, like so. And now, as long as r is even, we have one integer times another integer is equal to a multiple of n. This looks remarkably similar to p times q equals n. I mean, since we know that p and q are on the right-hand side of this equation, they must also be on the left-hand side, just multiplied by some additional factors. So one way to think about what we've done is we've taken a bad guess for one of the factors, g, and by finding the exponent r, we've turned it into 2 much better guesses that probably do share factors with n. Since r was 10, the 2 terms on the left-hand side are 8 to the power of 5 plus 1, 32,769, and 8 to the power of 5 minus 1, 32,767. These 2 numbers probably share factors with n. So how do we find them? We use Euclid's algorithm. If you want to find the greatest common divisor of 2 numbers, say 32,769 and 77, divide the bigger number by the smaller one and record the remainder. In this case, 32,769 divided by 77 gives a remainder of 44. Then shift the numbers 1 position left and repeat. So now we divide 77 by 44 and we get a remainder of 33. Repeat the process again. 44 divided by 33 gives a remainder of 11. And again, 33 divided by 11 equals 3 remainder 0. When the remainder is 0, the divisor is the greatest common factor between the 2 numbers you started with. In this case, it's 11, which is indeed a factor of 77 and 32,769. You could do the same procedure with the other number, or just divide 77 by 11 to get 7, its other prime factor. So, to recap, If you want to find the prime factors p and q of a number n, first, make a bad guess, g. Second, find out how many times r you have to multiply g by itself to reach one more than a multiple of n. Third, use that exponent to calculate two new numbers that probably do share factors with n. And finally, use Euclid's algorithm to find the shared factors between those numbers and n, which should give you p and q. Now, you don't need a quantum computer to run any of these steps, but on a classical computer, this method wouldn't be any faster than other methods. The key process that a quantum computer speeds up is step 2, finding the exponent you raise g to equal one more than a multiple of n. To see why, let's go back to our example where 8 to the power of 10 is one more than a multiple of 77. Watch what happens to the remainders if we keep going past 8 to the power of 10 to 8 to the 11, 8 to the 12, and so on. Well, we get remainders of 8, 64, 50, 15, 43, 36, 57, 71, 29, and again.
This video is probably more boring than I expected. I mean, it definitely is. Look, I updated my Memento Mori calendar. That's when I'm gonna die. Is the end of these squares. That's how far I've lived already. And yeah. Cool.
1. The remainders cycle, and they will just keep cycling. Notice how the exponent that yields a remainder of 1 is 20, which is 10 more than the first exponent that yielded a remainder of 1. So we know that 8 to the 30 and 8 to the 40, 8 raised to any power divisible by 10, will also be one more than a multiple of 77. It's also worth noting that if you pick any remainder, say 15, the next time you find that same remainder, the exponent will have increased by 10. So you can find the exponent r that gets us to one more than a multiple of n by looking at the spacing of any remainder, not just one. Remember that. Here I'm plotting out the remainders on a log scale so you can see they are periodic with a period of 10. If I had made a different guess, say I had picked g equals 15 instead of 8, well then the period would be different and the remainders would be different, but there would always be a remainder of 1. Why is this? Well, now that you can see this is a repeating pattern, we can go back to the beginning. And any number raised to the power of 0 is 1. So that is actually the first remainder, so it must also appear when the cycle starts again. Now we are ready to use a quantum computer to factor any large product of two primes. First, we split up the qubits into two sets. The first set we prepare in a superposition of 0 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9, all the way up to 10 to the power of 1234. Yeah, this is a huge superposition. But if we had perfect qubits, it would require only around 4,100. The other set contains a similar number of qubits, all left in the 0 state for now. Now we make our guess g, which most likely doesn't share factors with n. We raise g to the power of the first set of qubits, and then we divide by n and store the remainder in the second set of qubits, leaving the first set of qubits as it was. Now we have a superposition of all the numbers we started with, and the remainder of raising g to the power of those numbers divided by n. And through this operation, we have entangled our two sets of qubits. But we can't just measure this superposition. If we did, we would get a random value and learn nothing. But there is a trick we can use. If we don't measure the entire superposition, but only the remainder part, we will obtain some random remainder. But this remainder won't occur just once. It will occur multiple times, every time it comes up in the cycle. Imagine we were doing this with the example from before, with n equals 77 and g equals 8. If the remainder we measured was, say, 15, then there would be multiple terms in our superposition, because there are multiple exponents you can raise g to that give this same remainder. Exponents 4, 14, 24, 34, and so on. They are each separated by 10. And that value is the exponent that satisfies our equation. So, more generally, after measuring the remainder, we will be left with a superposition of states that all share the same remainder, and the exponents will all be separated by the same amount r. This is the number we are looking for. Since the remainder is now the same for all states, we can put it to the side, and we now have a superposition that is periodic. Each term is separated from its neighbors by an amount r. If we now apply the quantum Fourier transform to this superposition of states, and I'm simplifying a little here, we will be left with states containing 1 over r. So all that's left to do now is perform a measurement and find r by inverting it. And that's it for the quantum part. Now, as long as r turns out to be even, we can use r to turn our bad guess g into two numbers that likely share factors with n. And as long as these terms themselves are not a multiple of n, we can use Euclid's algorithm to find the factors of n and break the encryption. This would only take several thousand perfect qubits, but the qubits we have today are imperfect, so we need additional qubits to act as redundant information. In 2012, it was estimated that it would take 1 billion physical qubits to break RSA encryption. But by 5 years later, that number had dropped to 230 million. And in 2019, after more technological breakthroughs, that estimate plummeted to just 20 million physical qubits. So how many qubits do we have today? Well, if we look at the state of IBM's quantum computers, we are nowhere near that number of qubits. But progress looks to be exponential. So now it's just a question of when these two curves will collide before all our existing public key encryption can be broken. Because we've long known this threat is coming, scientists have been looking for new ways to encrypt data which can withstand attacks from both normal and quantum computers. In 2016, the National Institute of Standards and Technology, or NIST, launched a competition to find new encryption algorithms that aren't vulnerable to quantum computers. Cryptographers from all over the world submitted 82 different proposals, which were rigorously tested. Some were broken, and then on July 5th, 2022, NIST selected 4 of the algorithms to be part of their post-quantum cryptographic standard. So how do they work? Well, 3 of the algorithms are based on the mathematics of lattices. So let's do a simple example in the 2D plane. Take 2 vectors, r1 and r2. By adding together different integer combinations of these vectors, say 3 times r1 and 1 times r2, you can get to different points. And all the points you can get to by combining these 2 vectors in different ways is what is called a lattice. Now, I will also give you the point C, and your task is to tell me which combination of r1 and r2 will bring me to the lattice point closest to C. It's pretty easy to see that we can get there by going in the direction of r2 twice and in the negative direction of r1 twice. Simple enough. But those vectors r1 and r2 are not the only vectors that can give you this lattice. Take b1 and b2, for example. These vectors also build up the same lattice. And now, if I ask you the same question again, can you tell me the combination of b1 and b2 that gets you to the lattice point closest to C? This has become a lot harder. But why is that? Each time we're taking a step, we're trying to get closer in either the x or y direction. But with the b vectors, each time we take a step in the right direction with one vector, it puts us off in the other direction. And that's why these vectors are a lot harder to work with. In the end, it takes us a combination of 8 times b1 and negative 6 times b2 to get to the closest lattice point. That is a lot harder than before, but it's still a relatively easy problem to solve. But if we extend it to 3 dimensions, this already becomes a lot harder, especially because you're not given the collection of all lattice points. You're only given the vectors that make it up. So when you find a lattice point close to the target, you must still find all the other lattice points near it to make sure yours is indeed the closest. Let's take a circle of radius r in 2 dimensions. The number of lattice points inside the circle is proportional to r squared. Add a 3rd dimension, and the number of points in the sphere is proportional to r cubed. So just watch how the number of lattice points grows as we increase the number of dimensions. Solving the closest vector problem is a piece of cake for your computer in 3 dimensions. Even 100 dimensions should be manageable. But in proposed future encryption schemes, we'll use around 1,000 dimensions. Take one step in the right direction on one of those dimensions, and you could potentially be taking a wrong step in the other 999 dimensions. You win some, you lose everything else. With that many dimensions, it becomes extremely hard to find the closest point, even for the most powerful computers. That is, unless you know a good set of vectors. So how do we use that to encrypt data? Well, let's go back to our two-dimensional example. Each person has a good set of vectors that describes a lattice, but they keep these vectors secret, and they only share their lattice publicly using a set of vectors that is hard to work with. Now, if I want to send someone a message, I pick a point on their lattice. For example, say this point corresponds to the number 7. So if I want to send the number 7, I can take that point, but then add some random noise to it. So the message I send is not precisely at that point, but close to it. Now, to decode the message, my recipient must figure out which lattice point is closest to the message point. In 1,000 dimensions, this will be extremely hard to do unless you have the nice set of vectors, which my recipient does. So it's easy for the recipient, who has the good vectors, but hard for everyone else. And as far as we know, this problem is extremely difficult to solve for both normal and quantum computers. Behind the scenes, there's an army of researchers, mathematicians, and cryptographers working to make sure your secret data stays secret. These are some of the unsung heroes that will keep us safe moving forward, avoiding mass surveillance by governments, keeping critical infrastructure protected, and allowing you to live as if quantum computers were never invented in the first place. Something that fascinates me is being able to see where the world is headed. And right now, it's clear that quantum computers and AI chatbots are going to play bigger and bigger roles in our lives in the coming decades. Even if we don't know exactly how they'll be implemented, I think it's important to learn how they work right now. And you can do that with this video's sponsor, Brilliant. Brilliant has an incredible course on quantum algorithms. This one was co-developed with Microsoft and Alphabet X. I love that you can simulate quantum gates and write and execute real quantum algorithms right in the lesson. No need to set up your own development environment. And if you want to dive deeper into cryptography, making and breaking codes is really a matter of statistics. Strong statistical reasoning skills help us find patterns in data and make sense of them, which is crucial to mastering just about any topic in math and computer science. Brilliant's course on data analysis will help you ramp up fast. It uses everyday situations like business models to...
Okay. I'm almost done with this. I'm going to go back to music for a bit. Let's turn this off. Okay, so basically what this thing is... So each day, each one of these tabs at the bottom is what day the exercise is happening. And I want to have a section of different muscle groups. I think these, what am I forgetting? Arms, I guess? Wait, let's do shoulders, arms, chest, stomach, nah, back, stomach, legs. Okay.
My bankroll, talking about length, height, width, double dose. Drip drop from my ice, now I'm sold. Where's the towel, yo? You gon' learn some physics just to buy my flow, huh? Yeah, if I pop your bitches, please just let it go, bro. Yeah, too many vids and now I'm out of clothes, huh?
So yeah, this is basically to think of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I'm running, yeah, I'm running, yeah, I'm running, yeah, I'm running, yeah, I'm running. Can you keep up?
It's just a list exercises for each group. Bro, what? Okay.
All alone on my own, let freedom ring. I'm a great Dane, use a little pop boy. Always talking, but I never gave a fuck, boy. I have decided I will stay alive for the ride. I'll be fine, the money is in my eyes.
Here's the idea. You're gonna have a list of exercises for each type of muscle, like shoulders, for example, overhead press, I think bar curl, or wait, what do you call that? Row? Upright row? Curl, chest push-ups, bench press, short, back, pull-ups, stomach sit-ups, Russian turtle slices, legs. Does a wall sit count as a leg exercise? Is wall sit leg? I'm guessing it's like leg and core. It's lower body move that works your quadriceps, upper thighs. Yeah. Okay, so that would be legs would include wall sit. Okay, so yeah, you're basically just doing a list like that, so that each day you could choose what muscle group you're gonna do, and then plug it in. This section, so this block, I'm just cleaning this up real quick. I'm just cleaning up the borders and stuff real quick. I'll explain this. So this first half of the workout we've done every day, sit-ups, push-ups, squats, and then so it's supposed to just be stomach, chest, legs. So like you do sit-ups, push-ups, squats, 20 of each, and then the middle column is for the modifier, like how it's going to change. So like corpse means like where your arms are. I'm going to change that to like elbows out. Yup. And then squats, black band, shoulder width, stance, shoulder wide legs, shoulder, I'm just going to say shoulder width. And then it goes stomach again. Okay, but so the stomach exercises changes to Russian twists, which is 20 each side, which is 40 push-ups, elbows out. Let's do wide, okay, and then this set of push-ups are just below shoulders, shoulder width. Squats are the same. I haven't thought of other modifiers. Maybe we could do a wall sit, maybe, for squats. For legs, I mean. I don't know. Leg raises, though, is just, you're going up to 90 degrees. Can I have a degree mark? How do you do that? Will this work? Dang, okay, 90 degrees. Push-ups, elbows out. Push-up. Okay, the first set of push-ups, shoulder width. Second set, wide. Third set, elbows close are really hard. Actually, look, let's do this one last. This one middle. And let's do the first set, the hardest set, which is elbows close. And then 20 of each ends up being 60 of each. I guess that's chill. Okay, yesterday I did like shoulders and biceps. Today let's do bench press. 85 pounds, because the middle is where you put the weight once you get to the second half, so because the second section is weight. So the first section is called first block. It takes like half the time, and it is all body weight exercises, as you can see. 3 sets push-ups, 3 sets sit-ups, 3 sets squats, not in that order. And then the last half is supposed to be weightlifting, but it's whatever body group or muscle group you want to do that day. So these are the muscle groups. I'm gonna do chest. Today I'll do chest, and then I want to do something else as well. I was thinking about doing shoulders again, like the overhead press, but I did that yesterday, and my shoulders are still kind of sore. Pull-ups, maybe? Can I do 30 pull-ups? Because here's the thing, is you want to do 10, I want to do 3 sets of 10 of each thing. But I usually only type this once it happens. Here, wait, what color is this? This color is supposed to be just where you type, just where you change things. Anyway, today bench press. Okay, wait, chest. What's another type of chest exercise? You could do incline DB press. But that's the same as, that's going to be so similar to bench press. It's going to be kind of, yeah, push up, bench press, incline, incline dumbbell fly. Let's do fly. Okay. Incline dumbbell fly, because that's going to feel a little bit different. And then I guess I'll start with 20 pounds each hand. I don't know how heavy that's going to be, but I'll try it. So we got 2 chest exercises. Should we do these as well, chest dips? Or would that be too much chest? That might be too hard, right? How is it going to be? Let's just try it, chest dips. And then that we're gonna repeat 3 times, and we're gonna try. Okay, that's probably gonna be today's workout. Yeah, okay, so, and then a quote. I was gonna try to find I haven't really done this very much, but I was going to try to find a quote that like a gym quote every day, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Gym, go to gym quotes. Let's see if there's any good ones. I don't know if images is the right place to look for this. Whoa, wait, what if we just did David Goggins quotes. I don't stop when I'm tired. I stop when I'm done. Sure. Fudge. I don't stop. Okay, I'm gonna try to add a quote every day, and maybe that'll help with stuff. Let's do a heavier border underneath that one. Let's have the whole thing be no. The whole thing have a big border around it. Let's add a title to this block. Muscle group exercises. Okay. Center that. Center that. Wait, also, let's have everything centered here. And then I only want tier 2 border under these, but then a tier 3 border around the whole thing. Sure, okay. This is supposed to evolve as you go. Like, as you can go back in time, you can see stuff change. Was there anything we got rid of we should add back? No. That's kind of weird. Okay. Oh, one thing we should do is real quick. The last thing, last budget or spreadsheet thing. Which days this month did we go? One on the 2nd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 8th, 10th, 13th, 15th, 20th, and the 21st. And then we're going to go today. Okay. It's basically the stats so far. And that's what's going on. So, yeah. We're good there. Okay. Cool. Okay, we're done with the housekeeping. That was easy. 42 minutes. Now let's see if anyone's on Discord. What if we play a game? What if we could? What if we did? What is the Snapchat say? We got Snapchats from the retards.
Fucking Snickers, dude. I got so fucking fire right now, dude. I got spicy diarrhea, dude.
Okay. Davin. Buddy. Okay, buddy. Let's just go ahead and call him.
Please leave your message for...
Okay, he said he'll call me back. He'll call me back. Okay, here's the plan. Let's see if... So here's what's happening right now for Davin, okay? As far as Elden Ring goes, he is... He beat the game. He started a new game plus, but he can't go do anything at all because he's at the very beginning of the game. And so it would probably be fun to just blast through the game with him. Because if I join his game, I'll have my super leveled up character and I can just plow through stuff. Also, how do I change... I want to sometimes change my stream title while I'm streaming. Didn't I do that the other day, actually? Hit the pencil icon. Oh, that's what that's for. Okay, I'll actually change that in a minute. Once we know for sure. I should probably stay in the Discord call, actually. Okay. in the party. Look. I wonder if I could. What? Why can't I? I want to pull up Discord on stream. Window capture. Different window capture. Okay, there's Davin right there. We'll be able to see if he comes back. Okay. Dude, here's a game. Okay, where's my wish list, actually? Whoa, I'm signed in as Trinity. Change account? Select another Steam account. Your account will remain on his computer. Ooh, wait. Is that a thing? Can I stay signed in on both accounts? Where'd it go? What is this, dude? How is my account not on here? I want this game called Sekiro so bad. I also would love to play Hogwarts Legacy, but Trinity... Oh, wait a second. Oh, I don't think I can do it because I can't sign back in as Trinity. I want to borrow Hogwarts Legacy from her. See if she'll let me borrow it. Family library sharing. Okay, next time we open Steam, if we're signed in as Dindini, we need to go to the settings and enable family library sharing. Then I'll be able to borrow this game. That will be so epic. Okay, also, here's the thing. I saw XQC on his stream playing like phone games, like he had the Play Store, the Google Play Store open. And he was able to just download games and play them. Whoa. This can't be opening up on stream. We were fine that time, but that was dangerous. Could have been anything. Whoa! This can't be opening on stream. Could be anything. This is gonna be epic. If this will work, Clash Royale or any other list of sick phone games will work. I hope it's like up to date, has the newest updates, and I can like sign into it.
If you wanna scrap, pull up, baby, egg roll, what another egg roll. I'ma pipe it up, I'ma heat it up, I'ma match your little shit, little buttercup. I ain't take no risk, only draw them hits. Racking with the condom, I'm gon' really say my shit. Please say, please, you real bitch. When I speak, it's the sales pitch. Now I'm real rich. Mom, repo-rich. Now you under pressure. Diamonds never break cause they real. Lace trend tracks, yeah, now I got a deal. Mix blue and green, yeah, baby, call it teal. I got money now. Did it with ease. Every single time I smell your bullshit, I sneeze. 1, 2, 3, yeah, I know my ABCs. WXYZ, yeah, suck on D. No one does it better, I'll admit it. Cocky under pressure, I'll admit it. Oops, I changed the weather, I'll admit it. Baby, egg roll, rolling up the payroll. Really by my good a lot. Big butt hump, a shot for shot. If you wanna scrap,
How many loading screens are there gonna be?
Tell me kinda hurting by the kid like a murder. Dipping while I'm sipping, I'm wishing I'm Timmy Turner. Turn up, my baby trippy and baby no bucks. So tough, Timo is eating, you getting no lunch. Hold up, looking at the sky line. Getting hella down, but like I'm fine. Pussy motherfucker got 9 lies. Phone looking gone on 9. Gotta be battling war, always been having it all. Motherfuckers talking, but they never
Who's
did
Shannon
nothing before.
Curry?
Trippy been going on tall, drunk as a fish on the floor. Higher than medical gas, taking me straight to the morgue. I'm a dead man walking, getting too.
I kind of want to turn on something while I eat. I'm like looking to see if I should turn on something while I eat.
I'll admit it, I'm gone.
No one does it better, I'll admit it. Cocky under pressure, I'll admit it. Oops, I changed the weather, I'll admit it. Baby, egg roll, rolling up the payroll. Really by my good a lot. Big butt hump, a shot for shot. If you wanna scrap, pull up. Baby, egg roll, rolling up the payroll.
Dude, how do people use the YouTube home? When you go to home on YouTube, these videos are so old. Look at this. You see, oh, PewDiePie, did he make a video? It's a year old. 4 months ago, 9 months ago, a year ago. What's going on? Also, you might have already seen these, and then it gets rid of the progress that you've seen it. It'll show you again many months or a year later, and you'll just watch it again. That's dumb. Waste of time. Wait, is this done? Nope. You can launch app player from here. Search for games here. Stop. Girls Frontline. Okay, this was kind of cool. So these are all MOBA games. What happens if I said... What? Is this an ad? Oof, it's loading. What? That looks like an ad that was loading, and it didn't search Clash Royale. I'm starting to want to play Girls Frontline, man. Dude, what is happening? This year's best. Really? Minecraft Trial. Man. Dude, the search doesn't work. Clash Royale, it's not even a thing. What are Web3 games? Okay, this is bad. Okay, screw it. Let's go back to this. Do that one. Okay, I could go get Trinity's Steam password real quick. I might do that. That would be fun. Okay, this is a game we have to play. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get Trinity's Steam password.
He was talking gangster. We caught him at a light. I let my young nigga do it. It was free. He wanted a strike. Having my way with the cheese. I'm in the den with the thieves. I know that she ratchet. I could tell by the way that she wearing her weave. Smoking on Zaza. This shit came out the garden with Adam and Eve. Chopper go 5-5. Shoot up your power. Out nigga trying to make y'all bleed. Got out of line. Spanked that baby. We had to rock on the sleeve. Pussy. Is it an issue? Keep me a pistol. I ain't finna ditch you. Pussy. All that pillow talk. I'ma have to send a boogeyman to come get you. Chain hang low like a yo-yo. Your bitch ride dick like pogo. Running. I leave by my cars. Running. All my ops be running. Wipe this nose, it was running. Savage never did no. I bought a Hollywood, bitch, the club crucial. Oh God. I was at the Met Gala with my shooter. Oh God. About a gang, we don't do recruiting. Say you ready to catch a bite.
Okay, here's what we're doing. We're signing in as Dindini. And this is unless Davin comes back, by the way. We'll switch our plan back if he doesn't come back. Is that not going to require a password? No shot. That must require, right? What? We didn't even need to go get our password. Okay.
Or worse, the second
Settings,
time around.
family, authorized
Can we
family
really
sharing.
do anything
Steam Guard is required. What?
Hey. Out the Molly.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
What's this boy doing looking so clean? She gon' call me, I'll do anything. Back in Cali, smoking big weed. Like sheesh, I'ma have to cool down, bringing out the heat. I know that's a shorty, but she feeling on my meat. If I hit it once, I'ma pass it to the 10. I don't want it twice, no, that bitch is not for me.
She a nympho, rather be staying, making that peso, but I can't say no to a filthy rich sugar mama with bankroll. Is she rich? Pipe the girl, got the bag, took my watch. Staying loyal to my dentist, cause I'm floss. Yeah. Financially stable, make it rain like Mary Poppins. Shooting creamy threes like half a pinty, like I'm Baskin Robbins. She pull and talk my shit like, bitch, I'm not a bop. Yo, ass is sussy, yeah, I think you better stop.
Okay.
Woo, bitch, stop it. Dripping like a faucet if you getting
Setting up Steam Guard.
Walking this bitch with a limp like Stephen Hawking. Goddamn. And I pull up in the crib and I walk in without knocking just to take a
So we
Christmas
did need our
stocking.
password
Top
actually,
brick,
so
'cause your
that's
mama
good
hot
we did that.
bitch, but she really thoughtful, bro. She got your ass a boppin'. She be trying to role play, call me Gravy Crockett, Gravy Train.
Her passwords are crackhead energy. There's nothing that makes sense about them. What? Didn't work.
She gon' call me, I'll do anything.
She just has random conglomerations of like letters and numbers. I mean, it's very secure, but how do you remember it?
I know that's your shorty, but she feeling on my meat. If I hit it once, I'ma pass it to the 10.
Still didn't work. Think about that.
Baby Gravy 2, baby. What the fuck is up?
Is that not her name?
We got Kuko in this hoe. He pulled up with the blunts. We got the heat. We got the heat, baby. So much hate, bitch. I think I'm Pat Riley. I just hit your bitch with the double fucking smiley. Gravy little spoon, yeah, I got your hoe behind me.
How?
You a little bitch.
How?
Every day my phone reminds me.
Working all night, gotta think about the dick shift.
Teddy Pendergrass with the goddamn
That
pimp
is
shit.
cringe.
Pulled up for the neck.
That is cringe. Okay.
Cover the lipstick.
I guess we're not doing Hogwarts Legacy
With the limp wrist.
yet.
We'll
do. I'll fix it tomorrow or sometime when she's
Baby, no business. Wait, bitch,
when
I'm
she's out
on
here.
business. Gravy or not busted.
She ain't out here yet.
Then we
Okay,
hit the dance
I'll
floor
be right
and
back
your
for the last
bitch
time.
couldn't resist. It's baby no money. We got Young Gravy in this bitch. We got Kuko in this bitch. We in the dance floor. We just popping. We dancing with your lady. We're gonna have a good ass time. We drinking tequila, baby. We're gonna keep on going crazy.
But you know what game I haven't played yet? Raft. Think about it. Also, I only have 20 more minutes to play today, so it is kind of cringe. It was mostly a housewarming stream, a housekeeping stream, just to do some of those chore type things. But hey, now that they're done, they're done. So next time we'll be able to jump right into it. Definitely won't be able to stream tomorrow, but after that, dude, here it is. What? It's half off? Wait, is there 2 Sekiro games? Hang on. No, there's just one. It's half off right now. I was just saying that I wanted to buy this so badly. Okay, I might not be able to resist now that it's half off. It really do be half off though. Damn. Okay. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Listen. Listen. I almost thought I was still signed in as Trinity for a second. That would have sucked. She will not play this game. That's gonna take a minute. That's gonna take a minute. So. We're gonna do this for 20 minutes, then I'll end stream today. Won't be back tomorrow, but I'll be back on Thursday. I will be back on Thursday. I will be streaming on Thursday. But on Thursday, we will be jumping right in to Sekiro. Okay. We're gonna play it on hard. What? You cannot respawn. Okay, just kidding. We're not gonna play it on hard. World name. This is gonna be called Polytopia. Friends can join. Okay, here we go. How does this game work? What is it? What is it like? This is loud. I'll turn it down. Hang on. Jesus Christ. Actually, let's do music.
Sorry to butt in.
Whoa. What up?
You're good.
Who's this?
Pax.
Oh, what up? You're on the Discord call. That confused me, dude. What are you doing?
I was gonna ask Devin a question, but I guess he's not here, so.
Dude, I know. I've been in the call for a minute and haven't seen you yet.
How have you guys been doing?
I'm streaming right now, just alone, and I just barely... Have you played Raft before?
Yeah.
I've never played Raft, and so literally as you joined, I started my first world on Raft. I don't know how to play it, don't know how to do anything yet, but I called him because I was going to try to get on Elden Ring with him, but I have to stop and go in like 20 minutes now, so I doubt we'll have time to do that. I'm just fishing stuff. I'm grabbing stuff with my hook out of the water. I don't know.
That is literally the whole gameplay loop. Build your raft, and then as soon as you have enough shit, you build like towers, and then you go to different islands, and then there's a whole other story. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard there was a story, but I'm curious, like what this whole game is and what I can do and everything. I'll update my stream status. Okay, I'm on Raft. Now it says Raft. Good. Yeah, so how do you craft? Oh, T maybe? Oh yeah. You are a forward scout. Your raft is your home, your hook is your friend. If your raft breaks, you patch it up. If your hook is lost, you make another. If you find the big blue stretching out forever, that means you aren't paying attention. There's nothing you can't make if you have the right salvage. Follow any radio frequencies. If it's still broadcasting, it's above water. Others have come before you. More will come after you. Be sure to mark the way. What? The world is gone, but its stories remain. Gather as many as you can. What? Gather as many stories as you can? Okay. And for Pete's sake, watch out for sharks. Who is Pete? I'll see you someplace dry. Sis. Wait, what? Okay. So wait. That's me and that's my sister, I guess. Okay. Okay. Found items. I guess that's not how you craft. Oh, inventory. Oh, okay. Yo, there's land ahead. Will these sharks F with my raft at all?
Yeah.
Do they have to be provoked, or will they just do it out of nowhere?
Every like 5 minutes.
Oof. Oh crap, so I should probably build more than just this board? Single piece?
Oh, the single piece you won't break, but yeah, make a spear and shit, and I'll fuck your shit up.
So I'll be invincible if I just stay on this one square.
Like, I guess.
Well, why add to it, bro? I guess I'll probably need space eventually, bro. Okay. Shield hammer, plastic hook, stone axe, fishing rod, shark bait, food and water, simple. Okay, so I see my hunger there, so I'm probably gonna need one of these. Craft. Sick. Place plank. What? How does this water purifier work? Empty cup? Oh, that makes sense. Fill with salt water. Or... Yo! A shark is attacking my thing. Where is the spear? Oh. I need rope and planks. Brother. What happens when my raft hits this land?
You're gonna have to make like a paddle and to move it. It's gonna start drifting.
Paddle. Dude, this game just doesn't tell you anything. Just throws you in.
It won't.
Like, oh, no, okay, I guess I can't make anything. Oh, okay, it won't destroy it. I'll just kind of be stuck.
Yeah, I'll just push across the island.
Should probably get a spear. I don't have the stuff to make a spear.
Oh shit.
Do I need... Ooh, I can fix that.
You guys are? Oh, okay. There. My family's singing happy birthday. I'll be back.
Peace out.
Yeah. Have fun with it.
Thanks. Okay, it looks like I needed to have made an axe or something to even be able to grab this stuff. Yeah. I have a cup of salt water, but when I try pouring it in here, it doesn't look like anything is different. If I'm I'm stuck, so I need a paddle. But I need plastic and rope. I wonder if I can go in the water. Oh, cool. I can just push it in. Nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, what? I can't pick this up? Is this not plastic? How long can I survive in the water before sharks start killing me? My raft is stuck against an... Oh! Brother. My raft is stuck against this island. I can't make a paddle. I can almost make a paddle. 3 more plastic. You guys see any plastic? This is not looking good, gang. Okay, well, I think this playthrough's over. That was so much stuff. Oh, I still don't have enough plastic. I need 1 more plastic. Because I think a paddle is the only way to actually move. Okay, that barrel right there has plastic in it. It must. But I will likely die on the way. There's no sprint or go fast in water. Okay, well, I'm dead. Is it gonna wipe the whole world? Do I respawn on the raft? Lose 2/3 of my inventory to respawn. Bro. Okay, what if we restart world? Is there a way to like deconstruct this? Maybe I need this stuff from this. No, probably not. Well, I need a lot more plastic and rope now. This is like weird. I am screwed. I just... Okay, I guess... Okay, let's restart. 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 Load world. I never saved it, so this should like start at the actual beginning. Okay, we need to immediately grab as much stuff out of the water as we can. What? Okay, well at least it saved before I died. Look, some plastic. I might be able to recover. Let's see. I need 3 more plastic to build a paddle. Dude, what is this? I'm literally wall running. Look. Seems like it would have been cool if there was some naturally occurring plastic on this island. You guys ever seen that naturally occurring plastic? Where's a barrel? This is plastic. Here comes a shark. Ready for it? I need 1 more plastic for a paddle. And then I can free my raft from the island. Is this plastic? What is this? Yes. Okay. I might be able to survive. Yo, Caleb is watching my live stream. What's up, Caleb? I've never played this game before. I don't know if you've ever seen this game or played it. I've heard a lot about it and had friends that played it. Apparently it's good. But this is my first world, and it just screwed me over so hard from the get-go. Paddle. What? I still need 2 more rope. Does anything dangerous happen at nighttime? Okay, let's go in front of the island and see if there's rope or something in the water. What is that light? What does rope even look like? This is like the very beginning, dude. This world like started out with me, with my raft getting stuck against the island, and then just being screwed. I might actually need to like wipe the world and restart. How many rope do I need again? 2 rope. Dude, how is there no barrels anymore? There's plastic and planks. Dude, I'm so far away. Stuff stopped spawning. Okay, it looks like if my raft, or my, it looks like if my raft is stopped, that stuff no longer spawns. Wait, what's at the top of the island? I don't think I'm gonna play yet. Be the Quest. Hello, Be the Quest. What's up? Have you played Raft? Can you help me right now? Can you tell me how to unapp myself? Oh! Why am I pointing? Why am I pointing? Oh, it's to place that. Food, what the heck? How do you eat this? Oh! You have to... Oh, this is awesome. Wait, why can't I pick these? Can I not pick those? How does the physics work in this game? I'm just able to run up walls. Look, there's resources. This is how I get saved. Oh! My throat's been F for a few days. Okay. We must be able to build a paddle. We still can't build a paddle. What about a sail? Throwable anchor. That's kind of cool. Okay, we still need 1 rope. Can we craft rope? Is that possible? We could have crafted rope the entire time. Okay, how does this work? Yes. We're gonna get free. All it took was 1 death. Come on. Is this how it works? Do you just hold it? Dude. This is the slowest. Okay, buddy. Thanks for taking 1/3 of everything I have. I don't have a spear yet. So. Okay, spear might be the next best thing. Still need rope. Okay, we got rope. Where's the spear? Okay, if another shark comes, we will be prepared. But we should probably add on to this, because it's getting real small. How do you do that? I'm gonna craft another hook. Oh, no! Oh, that was close. I crafted a hook and my inventory was full, so it dropped it. and I had to hurry and grab it. I am moving, right? I don't have to do this to move, right? Okay, how do we add more to our raft? Maybe we need the research table. Okay, 14 planks and 2 scrap. The only problem with that is I won't be able to fit anything. Let's drop some flowers. I'm assuming I won't need those. Hopefully I'm right. This game is... Dude, am I retarded? Why do I have to lead it that far? Dude, what? That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm starving. Let's turn the game down a little bit and music up a little bit. Okay. I still don't know how to add onto my raft. I'm assuming I'm gonna need the research table. Yo, do I have anything else to eat? Watermelon seed? Black seed? Can I eat this? Nope. Pineapple. I must be able to eat this. Okay. I'm not hungry for a little bit longer. This playthrough is not going well. Dude, how do I miss 100% of the time? Great, plastic. Man. Okay, what do I need for the, Dude, I don't know if my perception of distance is effed or if this game's physics are effed. Plastic. Can you give me some barrels? Okay, I need lots of planks. That was a bad throw. That one was my fault. Dude, I'm guessing what's going to happen is I'm going to build the research table, and it won't even be how I add onto my raft. Wait, I need to put these down here. Dude. Oh, I forgot actually that I could move around with my paddle. Grab it. Okay, thanks, Shark. The receiver, thanks. Oh, goodness, dude. What? He took both of them. There's nothing. There's no way for me to build a raft. I'm dead now. I'm just floating in the ocean. What? I didn't know this was possible. I thought there was like a certain section of your raft that they never take. Okay. Okay, that was practice run. What we're doing this time is hard. If I die, I'm dead. Actually, you know what? Next time we play Raft, this is the mode we'll do. We'll play hardcore mode where we are permadead if we die. And I'm sure we'll die and we'll have to restart many times. But I'm sure I'll get better at it and figure stuff out. But yeah, this time, the stream is gonna be over. Thanks for watching. Click follow on Kick and Twitch, and on YouTube, click subscribe. And like the stream and comment, and I will read every comment.